This video is going to be a jump scare and people are going to be mad, but you have to just hear me out before you start freaking out. When we bought our house a few weeks ago, everything was completely overgrown. There were probably 20 different flower beds all over the front and back, and every single one was completely overgrown, so we were having issues with pests. The trees were all growing onto our roofs. They were growing through our fences. They were growing through our pool equipment. We couldn't even access our pool equipment. And I can't even reiterate enough how bad of an issue the pests were. Mosquitoes, spiders, ants, roaches, everything. Half of the allure of this house is the water view that we have in the backyard, and everything had grown over the fence, so we couldn't even barely see it. There were weeds everywhere. Most of the yard was taken up by flower beds, and we have 2 dogs, so we would prefer to have more grass than flower beds. There was stuff growing over our pool. There was stuff growing up the back of our house, which is a huge issue for pests. We've had multiple pest control people come out, and their first thing they said was, you need to cut all of this back and start from scratch because it's so overgrown. The view should be stunning from inside our house, but it was just completely blocked by the overgrowth, so we had our lawn crew out and they tore everything out today. Here's the jump scare warning. Everything is gone. I promise we're starting from scratch, but we're going to rebuild. This whole front area is going to be filled with a bunch of beautiful perennials. We'll also add annuals every year to get some color. The backyard had 2 different types of flower beds. One we're keeping, one we're removing for good. The ones that we're removing for good were surrounded by plastic landscape edging that was deteriorating. So all of those beds are going to go, and we are going to replace them with grass so that our dogs have lots of room to play. But there's still going to be a lot of flower beds in the back. All of these ones that are surrounded by rocks, we will be filling with a bunch of perennials come fall when it's time to plant again. So let me reiterate this again. It's not going to look bare like this. We are going to refill it all. We've got a vision, and unfortunately it has to look worse before it looks better. And I'm excited to start planning out how we're going to landscape all of this. But for now, I'm just going to bask in the excitement of having this amazing water view from inside of our house and move on to one of the other 30,000 stressful projects I have to think about right now.